everyone. Today we will do exercise 1.4. It is based on division of integers. Before I start, I have some questions for you. Try to answer them. Why any integer divided by 0 is not defined? When we divide two integers, what type of numbers do we get? Is 1 upon 3 same as 3 upon 1? Is there any easy way to remember the rules of multiplication and division? Yes. Answers of these questions along with the solution of exercise 1.4 you will find in today's video. So let's start. Dear students, rules for division and are same as for the multiplication. Here 45 divided by 3 gives us 15 and 12 divided by 4 gives 3. The quotient of two positive integer is a positive integer. Just divide them. Now second rule says that the quotient of two negative integer is also a positive integer. So here what we will do, we will put plus sign, quotient is positive, plus sign, and then we will just divide them like whole numbers, and here answer is positive 5, or simply we can write 5. Now quotient of two negative integer is a positive integer, put plus sign. 32 divided by 4 is 8, so write here 8, or simply you can write 8. Now third rule, when we divide a negative integer by a positive integer, quotient is a negative integer, so we'll put minus sign, and then we'll divide this 12 and 2 like whole numbers, so that is equals to negative 6. And here different signs are there, so quotient is negative integer, and here 20 and 5 divide them like whole numbers, so quotient is a negative integer. Now fourth situation, when the divisor is negative, in that case what will happen, different signs, so you will put the minus sign, and here quotient, when we quotient of a positive integer divided a quotient of a positive integer and a negative integer is a negative integer, put minus sign and divide them like whole numbers, that is equals to minus 9, negative 9. Similarly here different signs, put minus sign, and here 50 divided by 5 is 10, answer is negative 10. Now let us summarize the rules for multiplication and division. If signs are positive, then answer is a positive integer. If signs are same, answer is a positive integer. If signs are different, answer is a negative integer. Let us remember these using, let us learn these two smileys. Here quotient, product or quotient of two positive integer is a positive integer. Removing negativity brings in positivity. So here if signs are same, product or quotient is a positive integer. And here if we are taking product or quotient of a positive integer and a negative integer, result is a negative integer. So here positive and negative, so here he gets punch in one eye, so unhappy. Here if we are taking product or quotient of a negative integer and a positive integer, result is negative integer, he gets punch in another eye, so unhappy. So here different signs, so result is negative integer. Now properties of division of integers. Here different signs, minus sign and then 8 divided by 4 is 2, and minus 2 is an integer. Here if I am dividing negative 8 by negative 16, minus minus plus 8 and 16 cutting, we are getting half. Is half an integer? No. This is not an integer. Half is a fraction number, and fractions are not integer. You know that integers are the whole numbers and their negatives. Now here this situation, minus 8 upon 32, different signs minus, and here 1 upon 4. Is this an integer? No, not an integer. Then what type of number is this? Such type of numbers are called rational numbers, and about this we'll study in 6th chapter, in other chapter. Now here, so here what we are getting, that when we are dividing two integers, quotient is not an integer. So we'll say that integers are not closed for division. We are getting the numbers which are not in the set of integers. They are out of the set of integers, so not closed. Now here, if I am writing minus 9 first and then dividing it by minus 3, or writing minus 3 first and then dividing it by minus 9, is the result same? Let us check. Negative 9 divided by negative 3, minus minus plus, and here it is 3 upon 1, or we can say 3. Here negative 3 upon negative 9, minus minus plus 3 and 9, when we cancel we'll get 1 upon 3. So here 1 upon 3 means that we are considering one part out of 3 parts, and here 3 means we are considering 3 wholes. So can you say that 3 upon 1 is same as 1 upon 3? No, they are not equal. So what we can conclude here, that division is not commutative for integers. Similarly, division is not associative for integers. Like here 3 was up, and here 3 is down. So if we are bringing this 3 down, the value is changed. Similarly, if we are grouping them, A divided by B divided by C, A divided by B divided by C, we are taking A divided by B, and here I am taking group B divided by C. Here this is down, B position is down, here B position is up, so values will be different. So we will say that not associative. And here division is not distributed. This we will do in question number 2 of the exercise. There we will verify that this division is distributive or not. It is not. We will see in later on. Now here 0 and division. Any integer divided by 0 is not defined. Why it is not defined? Let us take an example. 8 upon 0. Up number inside. So here it is, we are dividing it by 0. 0 table, you know, 0 1 the 0, 0 to the 0, 0 3s are 0. So on 0 into 8 is also 0. So you can see that in the table of 0, 8 will never come. So this is not defined. Now consider another case when we are dividing 0 with any integer. Here when we are dividing, here answer will be 0. And what is the reason? When we are taking 0 inside, 0 upon 8, 0 inside 8. Now 8 table, 8 into 1 is 8 and 8 into 0 is 0. So 0 times 8 is 0. So here when up 0 is there, remember quotient will be 0. Now any integer divided by 1 gives the same integer. Like in multiplication, same here. If we are dividing an integer with 1, we will get the integer itself here, minus 8. and here different signs are there, so we'll put minus. And 8 divided by 1, up number inside, dividing by 1 in the table of 1. 1 table, 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3 is 3. So 1 into 8 is 8. So in the table of 1, for 8, 8 will come 1 into 8 is 8. And here what is the quotient? 8. So here minus 8. Similarly here 48, here a. Same integer will come when we'll divide it by 1. Now any integer divided by minus 1 gives the additive inverse. Here minus minus plus, plus 8, here minus 25, and here minus a. Any integer divided by itself gives 1 as quotient. If same integers we are dividing, quotient will be 1. Here it is again 1. Now let us start the exercise. Evaluate each of the following. Minus negative 30 divided by 10, negative 30 divided by 10. Here different signs, so answer will be negative. Put minus sign, and here it is 3. Because here if denominator is 1, it is same like minus 3. Dividing by 1 gives the integer itself. Now here 50 divided by minus 5. So here 50 upon negative 5, different signs, so put quotient will be negative, put minus sign, and here after cancellation we are getting 10. Negative 10 is the answer. Here negative 36 divided by negative 9, minus 36 upon minus 9, minus minus plus, cancel, it is 4. So when we are dividing two negative integers, quotient is a positive integer. Here negative 49 divided by 49, 1, and different signs, quotient will be negative. Here 13 divided by in square bracket minus 2 plus 1. So here we are adding 1 to the negative integer, two different signs, so ignore the signs, look for the greater, subtract the smaller, and sign of greater number. So here minus 1, and this is 13 upon minus 1. We are dividing by negative in 1, so here inverse we will get. Different signs minus, and 13 by 1 is 13 only. So now here next part, 0 divided by minus 12. So here when up number is 0, result is 0. Here negative 31 divided by, here inside the bracket we have to add two negative integers, so sum will be a negative integer, just add 30 and 1, that is 31. Now here we are dividing two same numbers, answer will be 1. Now here minus 36 divided by 12, so here we will cancel, it is 3, and here when different signs are there, quotient is negative, and here the result will be minus 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and here different signs, quotient will be negative. Now here this is equal to, when different signs are there, we will subtract. So here 6 and 5, from 6 will subtract 5, and sign of greater number, 6 is greater, so minus sign, minus 1 divided by, here same, that different signs, so ignore the signs, 2 and 1, ignore the signs, look for the greater, subtract smaller, and answer will have sign of the greater number. So here again minus 1, dividing two same integers, we get answer as quotient as 1. Now question number 2, this is that it is saying that division is not distributed over addition. This is saying not equal. So here let us see. Here whenever we have to verify, we take left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side is equal to a divided by b plus c. A value substitution, a value is 12 divided by minus 4 plus 2. This whole we are dividing, so square bracket. Now here 12, first we'll solve the bracket. Different signs, subtract, 2 will come, sign of greater number, -2. So here different signs are there. So subtract, quotient will be negative. Put minus sign. 12 divided by 2, like whole numbers you divide. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now right hand side, let us calculate. It is A divided by B plus A divided by C. A value, now value substitution, 12 divided by -4. Negative value when we substitute, we keep them in bracket. So here A is 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2. Now here it is different signs. Quotient will be negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And here 12 divided by 2 is 6. And positive 6 minus 3 is 3. And you can see that -6 is not equals to 3. So LHS is not equals to RHS. Hence verified. Now let us do B part. Here LHS is equal to A divided by B plus C. A value is -10 divided by 1 plus 1. -10 divided by 2. Different sign, quotient will be negative. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now let us calculate RHS. A divided by B plus A divided by C. Here value of A is -10 divided by 1 plus -10 divided by 1. When we divide by 1, we get the integer itself, and here also integer itself. And sum of two negative integers is a negative integer, and simply add them. 10 plus 10 is 20. -5 and -20, they are not equal. So we'll write here LHS is not equals to RHS. Hence verified. So what is our conclusion here? Here conclusion is that division is not distributed over addition. Now next question, fill in the blanks. Here 369 divided by what should be 369. So here we are getting 369 same, so here 1 will come. Here 1 is coming, so here 75, here -1. -1 is there, so different signs. Here this is negative, it will remain positive. Here 1, so here same number will come. Here it is positive, so they should have same sign. And here 87, so here 1, 87, 87, here positive, so they should have both have same signs, so -1. Here it is 1 and here -87, so here 87 will come, and minus we want, so one time minus we will take here because 1 is positive. Different signs will give the quotient negative. Now here 1 we want, so 48, minus we want, so put one time minus sign. Here 2 we want, divided by 10, minus sign we want, so take one time minus sign. Different signs will give the negative quotient. Here we want 3, so we'll divide 12 by 4, 3 will come, but here minus, so we'll write here -12. Different signs will give us a negative quotient. Now here write 5 pairs of integers A and B such that A divided by B is a -3. One such pair is 6 divided by 6 and -2, because 6 divided by -2 is a -3. Now here what we are doing, we will see the table of 3. Table of 3, here if 9 we are dividing by 3, 3. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So here we can find many pairs. Here so we want negative quotient. So with any one of the either with dividend or with divisor, we can put the minus sign. So our pairs will be like this: -9, 3, 12, -4, we can take with 4 also, -15, 5, 18, -6, 21 divided by -7. So we can write such type of 5 pairs. Now question number 5 is the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above zero. Above zero means this is plus 10 degree Celsius. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight. Decreases means -2. At what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below zero? So here we have to reach -8 degrees Celsius. What would be the temperature at midnight? Midnight means 12. Again 12 noon and 12 midnight. Again 12. So here let us write the solution. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius. We have to reach here till midnight. So 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here we have to calculate the temperature. Temperature is decreasing. Every hour decrease is 2 degrees Celsius. So if 2, I am subtracting here, 8 will come. Then again subtracting 2, 6, 4. Then 2, again subtracting 2, 0, -2, -4, -4, -6, -8, -10, -12, -14 degrees Celsius. Everywhere degree Celsius. So here now let us see the question. In question they are saying at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below zero? So here 9 p.m. temperature will be below 0, 8 degrees Celsius. And at midnight what is the temperature? -14 degrees Celsius. So let us write the answer. So here at what time would the temperature be? -8 degree below zero. At 9 p.m. temperature would be 8 degrees Celsius. And here second part, what would be the temperature at midnight? At midnight temperature would be -14 degree Celsius. Now let us do question number 6. In a class test, +3 marks are given for every correct answer and -2 marks are given for incorrect answer. -2 means 2 marks are deducted and no marks for not attempting any question. Radhika scored 20 marks if she has got 12 correct answers. How many questions has she attempted incorrectly? So here Radhika, I am writing the given things only. Radhika scored 20 marks. Even though she has got 12 correct, she has got 12 correct answers. For one correct answer, 3 marks. So marks for 12 correct answers, 3 into 12, 36. She should have got 36 marks, but she is getting 22. Why 20? Sorry, 20 marks. Why 20? Because negative marking was there in the test, so her marks are deducted. So here let us see how many marks are deducted. Marks deducted are 36 minus 20, that is 16 marks. 16 marks have been deducted. So here for how many marks are deducted for one incorrect answer? Marks deducted for one incorrect answer is 2. Here deducted means -2. Here when we are using the verb deducted, here we can write 2, simply 2. So here this is easy way of attempting this question. Now here marks deducted for incorrect answer is 2. Now we want to find how many incorrect questions she has attempted incorrectly. Number of answers given, number of incorrect answers. We know that whenever number is there, formula is how many is there, we divide, and formula is total upon 1. So here total deduction upon deduction for 1. Total deduction is 16. Deduction for 1 is 2. So she has attempted 8 questions incorrectly. Now let us do second part. Here in the second part, Mohini scores -5 marks in the test, though she has got 7 correct answers. So here marks for correct answers will be 7 into 3, because for 1 it is 3, for 7 it will be 7 into 3, 21 marks she should get, but she is getting -5. There is, why? Because negative marking is there. See on number line, this is 0, this is 21, this number is 21, and here somewhere here -5 will lie. And here how much loss is there? 21, and here 5. So total loss is of 26 marks. How many marks are deducted here? Marks deducted are 26. 21 plus 5, 26. So here, and marks deducted for 1 incorrect is 2. Deducted means -2. -2 will be there. So here we will find now number of incorrect answers. It is total deduction upon deduction for 1. So total deduction is 26. Deduction for 1 is 2. So here answer is 13. Now let us do question number 7. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach -350 meters? So here it is 10 meters above the ground, and below it is at -350 meters. Minus is showing that it is below the ground, and distance covered is 350 meters. So total distance covered is 10 plus 350, that is 360 meters. Here negative sign is just showing the position, that it is below the ground, and distance covered magnitude is 350 meters. Now here it is given that speed is 6 meters per minute. From distance formula you can remember from the spelling of distance only, DST. Distance is speed into time, and transposition when we will do, we want time, so s you will send to the other side of the equation, it will become divide. So here distance upon speed is time. So we will write time taken is equals to distance upon speed, 360 upon speed is 6 meter per minute, and here it is 60 minute. Why unit here? Time unit is minute, because here it is given minute. So 60 minute is equals to 1 hour. With this exercise and this chapter is over. Dear students, here in life also, when we are welcoming positivity in life, like praying to God or helping others. And when we avoid negativity, like avoiding carelessness or laziness, then outcomes are positive. Outcomes are positive. So remember this thing in your life. Welcome positivity, avoid negativity. Thank you and stay happy.